Another week, boys, and another TWAB. This week at Bungie, we're making the most of our ghosts. Last week, a new exotic became available to add to your collection, and we celebrated Destiny's birthday. I'm still keeping an eye out for pictures of attempts at making that cake. Things are a little quieter this week, which makes it a great time to take advantage of the double rewards being offered for completions of the ordeal this week. You love to see it when a bug becomes a feature. That's right, guys. That was actually a bug way back when. I can't even remember what Nightfall it was, but remember we got the bug where we were getting double rewards and everybody was going crazy doing the Nightfall? Yeah, turns out rewarding players' time with a substantial amount of loot is actually a great strategy. Who would have thought? Now, speaking of upcoming features, let's talk about this customizable ghost. A Guardian's ghost is the most trusted ally and is tasked with keeping them in fight. Yeah, about that. They may be our most trusted ally, but let me tell you, I don't depend on my ghost whatsoever. Only time I ever see him is in a cutscene. Your ghost isn't just in charge of bringing you back, though, from the brink. It also comes with some perks and a wide range of cool things to choose from, like Treasure Hunter. Yeah, we have some changes planned though for your floaty friends, and asked designer Mina Jasinski to tell us about what her team is doing to improve how you customize your ghosts. So from Mina, ghosts have always been an important partner to our Guardians and Destiny universe, but they haven't received any meaningful updates in quite some time. To allow ghosts to truly shine as the useful and interesting companion we like them to be, we decided it was time to give them a bit of an overhaul. In Destiny 2 Beyond Light, ghosts have received a system update which shares some functionality to what was done with armor and Shadowkeep. Here's a brief outline of what to expect. First up, ghost shells will now have energy levels and access to mods with various energy costs, instead of just being a preloaded ghost with specific perks. This treatment has been applied to all ghosts outside of the generalist shell, so you can use your favorite ghost shells regardless of the tier. A selection of mods will be available on all ghost shells by default, while the remaining ones will be obtainable via various gameplay sources. Information on where to find these mods can be learned from collections. Interesting. This is sounding very similar to like aspects and fragments. Ghost mods will be obtained from gameplay reward loops and will not be purchasable from Eververse. Ghosts now have 4 mod slots. 3 are unlocked by default, and the 4th is unlocked by masterworking the ghost shell. Oh boy. Surely it won't be Sunset, right? You'll be an exotic ghost? Yeah. Now, one of our goals with this update was to separate visuals from functionality. We wanted any ghost shell to be viable and still have access to highly useful mods, regardless of the tier of the source. You'll be able to select your favorite ghost shell based on the appearance without a detriment to your own experience. Whether you purchase a ghost shell from Eververse, earn it from the newest raid, or pull an old favorite out of collections, your ghost will have access to all of the same mods across your account. From there, you can increase energy levels on your favorite ghost shells and set each of them up with different mod combinations of your choosing. I guess that's kind of good. On the other side of things, I really wish there was something for going after some of your more rare ghosts, right? I guess the rarity is going to lie in the mod that you obtain. As mentioned above, ghosts will now have access to a total of 4 mod slots, each with their own unique mod selection. There will be an experience mod slot, a tracking mod slot, an economic mod slot, and an activity mod slot, the last of which is unlocked when the ghost is masterworked at 10 energy. You'll be able to mix and match mods from these categories however you like with respect to energy limits. Mod slots each have a selection of mods that can be combined to fit your playstyle. For example, a Crucible focused player who wants to grind out materials and earn XP towards their seasonal rewards might choose Guiding Light, bigger Glimmer booster, and lesser core harvest. What? We'll be able to get cores inside of Crucible? Bungie say it ain't so. Y'all have only been stingy on us for like 2 years. There are a variety of combinations that can be set up on different ghosts to suit whatever goals you might be chasing at the time. Now, for those wondering, what will happen to the old ghost perks? Most have been brought forward largely unchanged as default unlock mods. In some cases, such as the destination-specific material or cache trackers, those mods have been transformed into a globally effective, non-destination-specific versions of themselves for better utility. Energy costs for those mods now reflect the increased flexibility, and the mods must be earned from various vendor ingrams. Kill Tracker and Leviathan boss kill perks will remain intrinsic only on the specific ghost shell. Okay, so you're definitely gonna still want to keep certain specific ghosts, such as the contender shell from the Leviathan. Even with these changes, you'll still be able to build most of your popular exotic perk combinations that were available previously, such as Guiding Light and Treasure Hunter, along with a plethora of new combinations. We hope that these changes allow you to interact with your ghosts more meaningfully and help you to set up a variety of ghost shells that suit you in various playstyles and activities, Dude, the first thing I'm going to do is just delete pretty much all my ghosts. I literally have to keep a ghost for everything. For every one of our zones, having interchangeable mods. Thank God, Bungie. It's about time. But look at this. Let's just take a look at this screenshot. First up, Blinding Light. Increase XP gains by 12%. Holy hell. That's, yeah, that's a good little jump. Guiding Light is 10%, so you get extra 2% here with Blinding Light. Interesting. Moving on to the next screenshot. By the way, we haven't even talked about this ghost. Look at that thing. Look how ridiculous this looks. I love it, man. Getting into the Halloween spirit. Next screenshot says Greater Core Harvest. Oh, this is a Greater Core Harvest. For the Vanguard, defeating bosses in the Vanguard playlist strikes or nightfalls has a chance to award an enhancement prism. Okay, I would like to see this for enhancement cores. I don't know about you guys. I have plenty of prisms. Dude, I always have more than enough prisms. I got enough prisms. I got enough shards. What I don't have is enhancement cores. Please tell me there's going to be one of these for cores. Maybe that'll be the lesser. That's right. That'll probably be the lesser core harvest. And then the greater core harvest is for prisms. And I wonder if there's going to be one for shards. What's beyond greater? Greatest? Pinnacle core harvester? I don't know. When we take a look at the image though, you can see the various associated activities that these mods are going to play a role in. Crucible, Gambit, more strikes, and the greater core harvest seems to be one of the most expensive ones. So I'm thinking it doesn't go anything past this point. Again, this is for the activity mod slot. Everything before this seems to be your run-of-the-mill treasure hunter, guiding light / blinding light. But customizing our ghosts, this is a good thing. It's a very welcome change. For the most part, I rarely actually put on a ghost unless I'm in a specific zone and I'm like doing something that involves me tracking down chests, or I'm just taking advantage of guiding light at the beginning of a season. Outside of that, I don't really pay attention to my ghosts. This might actually push me to go, hey, upgrading this thing might be worth my time. Now moving on, honoring a friend. Next week, we have a tribute going live in-game to honor one of our dear friends at Vicarious Visions who passed away last year, Matt Helsom. The weekly reset will include a director message that will send you to Mars for a short quest to honor Mr. Helsom. We work closely with our teams at both Bungie and BV on various projects during our partnership, and we wanted to memorialize his contributions in the Destiny universe. We wish all of his family, friends, and everyone he impacted during his life the very best. Thank you to everyone in the community who joins us in remembering this warm soul. Yo, rest in peace, Mr. Helsom. I don't know anyone from VV personally. I will say one of the biggest losses that we had in Destiny was when we unfortunately had to separate from Vicarious Visions. Again, it's like an in-house studio there for Activision. Very talented bunch. I think they did what? Crown of Sorrows, the Warmind expansion, and I actually think they did the entire Season of Opulence expansion. And didn't they do 0 Hour? They did a lot, man. Like, I might be getting some things mixed up. Just know that there's a very large portion of Destiny 2 that was built and devved by Vicarious Visions. To this day, I really wish Vicarious could have split off and like just merged with Bungie. But rest in peace here to Matt Helsom. Again, next Tuesday, join us on a mission there to Mars. I'm sure it'll be a good one. Now moving on, let's talk about Xbox Game Pass and expansion availability. Starting next Tuesday, September the 22nd, Destiny 2 will become available on Game Pass at 8 a.m. Pacific. Players won't be able to access Forsaken or Shadowkeep though until 10 a.m. when the hotfix actually goes live. If you don't know, yes, you get Destiny 2, Forsaken, and Shadowkeep for live on Game Pass. And look, before we just start talking about consoles and console wars and everything else, let me just say this. There's been some amazing deals come up through all this competition. Like, I'm completely fine with Microsoft and Sony essentially like beating the hell out of each other and giving us great freaking deals like Xbox Game Pass. So if you're an Xbox player and you've never played Destiny, and by some miracle you're watching this TWAB, which doesn't make a lot of sense because who watches a TWAB unless you play this game? You'll be able to download the game for free next week and try it out. Now, Cosmo leaves us with a final note. You ever have someone shine a laser into your eye until you could see good, aka LASIK surgery? If you're planning on it, I recommend not doing it while a huge plume of smoke blankets your area for several days. How's the air where you are? We're having a bit of a helmet on the tower kind of time here on the West Coast right now. Wherever you are, we hope you're doing well and looking forward to the bonus weeks of this season as we rapidly approach a release on Beyond Light in a few short months. Next week, we will have Triple Infamy available. So go bank some motes, Cosmo. Oh yeah. Gonna play Gambit, man. Look. As someone who's gone through LASIK and had a terrible, I mean a terrible time. My left eye to this day can see like an eagle. My right eye though, that thing changes by the hour. Some days I wake up and it's like, okay, enough. And then other days it just goes completely blurry. And the issue is, fellas, I'm so scared to go back and get the correction surgery. Because even though it's not supposed to be painful, it was painful. They were like, oh, you don't need pain medication, you're good. after the surgery, I thought there was hellfire on my eyes. Nah, but really, that's like, I don't know, like a 1% chance of something going wrong. You're fine, fellas. Go get LASIK. You won't have to worry about contacts anymore. So what if there's a 1% chance you'll go blind for the rest of your life? It's just your eyes. Fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching. And as always,
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.